Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Kat here, and today I'm going to be planning my April bullet journal setup in my traveler's notebook in real time. It's been a while since I did a real-time plan with me setup in my bullet journal for my channel, so I think it's been like a year. So yeah, I decided to do one for April because I don't really have a plan of what I'm going to do for April yet. I didn't plan anything. And I missed having like these talking videos that I was doing when the pandemic hit. Now we can live normal lives, so I kind of stopped doing those. But some people showed interest in me doing a real-time plan with me for April, so that's what I'm doing today. Now I'm going to show you my pages for March so far. It's the 11th of March, so they are not really developed, but you can see everything that I've been doing for this month. I'm going to fill in my bullet journal because it's been 2 days since I updated it, and then I'm going to plan my pages for April with you. So first of all, I have been loving having a traveler's notebook as my bullet journal. I think I mentioned this in every video, but I truly like the size and the minimalistic aesthetic and practice of the pages in this traveler's notebook. This is from Notebook Therapy. It's from the Inoki collection. They just released the Sakura collection a few weeks ago. I am going to receive it in the mail, so I'm really excited for that. But I'm really enjoying having a slightly bigger notebook, but where the pages are smaller in that way. And I really like the whole aesthetic of this and use a traveler's notebook as my bullet journal. The A5 notebook was getting scary for me because it was a big page with a lot of space and the pages were really bright and white. This one has beige pages and it's softer for me and it's not that aggressive. So I've been loving using this as my bullet journal. I haven't updated this in a while, so I'm going to do that with you as well. So the first thing that I'm going to update is my yearly tracker. This is kind of like a mood tracker, but for the year. So you can see my days and the days that were better than others. It's all in here, and I have the key right here at the bottom. And this is my Hinoki pencil pouch that I've been using, also from the Inoki collection from Notebook Therapy. The only thing is the size of the tombos. The pencil case closes, but it's not easy to close. But besides that, I really love this that matches the notebook, which is ironic because I use everything in black and this is brown. But moving on, I'm going to update this with my color palette. So today is Saturday. Yesterday was kind of a rough day. It was not bad, so I'm going to use this brown color. And I decided to fill in my bullet journal with you because that's not something that I do often, and I don't see a lot of people doing it when they plan. So I just decided to start doing it as well. Maybe not in all of my videos, but maybe for Instagram if you're interested. And in this way you can see how I use my bullet journal. So Wednesday was better than Thursday and Friday, so that's why I'm using a darker color. And I'm going to move on. My memories page is blank because I have to fill in for January, February, and now March, but I haven't done that yet. So that's something that I have to do. And now we go to my pages for March. These are the pages that I did at the end of February. I updated my listening and watching lists of the things that I've been listening and watching, and my memories page for Valentine's Day. And we have here my March pages. So I have my focus page where I just put like my goals and what I can do to reach those goals. So for example, if I want to work out regularly, I can use the gym and work out from home. That's an option. If I want to be less stressed, I would journal and meditate on my breaks, which is also helpful. So this is how I use my focus page. And so for any habit that I want to do or something that I want to focus on, I can just write here what I want to focus on and how or what I can do to do more of that or to achieve that goal. And then here I have my this month's list. I don't think I have anything to update. Oh, actually I have. So I'm not having a sponsorship for this video, but I'm going to have April vlog. And I'm actually filming this, so I'm gonna put a little dot. For anything that I want to do this month, I just write it in here. Sometimes the tasks don't appear here because it's just things that I want to do like on the day. So these are things that I just don't want to forget or things that I want to tackle because I have my mango wall to finish since Christmas. It's something that I want to get done this month, so it's here. If I have anything else that I want to do this month, I will just write it in here. And the difference between this page and my, for example, my January one is the amount of space that I have. Here I have like 8 or 9 lines, and here I have a whole lot. And this is the type of to-do list for the month that I like to have. So that's how I use this. And now we have my tracker and my fitness tracker. For my tracker, I just color the day of the thing that I did, and I was doing a different way. I was doing like this for February, but I preferred this better, so this is what I'm going to do for April as well. So I'm just gonna go to my calendar and see what I did. And for my fitness tracker, I'm just going to write what type of workouts that I did or if it was a rest day. I was doing this in April last year for my April setup, and it helped a lot because I could see the things that I was doing. Even though it's on my calendar and I have an app where I track my workouts, I prefer to have this in my bullet journal as well so I can keep myself accountable for the workouts that I'm doing. Today is going to be a rest day, so I'm not going to write anything else right now. And then I have the this month in memories page where I just put things that I'm watching and listening to this month. And my memories, it's just a page that I do at the end of the month with my boyfriend. So I really loved Only Murders in the Building. I have to mention, I got 2 or 3 of my pen pals recommending this to me. And it was on my list for so long that when I saw that again, I was like, okay, I have to watch it. And I loved it. So I highly recommend, if you like true crime and like solving puzzles, this TV show is amazing. And now I'm watching Breaking Bad, and I'm also really liking it. So far, I watched like 3 episodes. And for music, I actually have Spotify, and I love listening to the Discovery Weekly playlist every Monday. It's Spotify's recommended music based on what you are already listening to. So I really like to discover new music, and Discovery Weekly is amazing, and I just track here what weeks I have listened to. So Monday, it's the 13th, so I know that on that week I have a new playlist to listen to. And I listened to Muse this month. Sleep Token as well. I don't love these bands, but I actually liked some of the songs, and now I'm listening to Marilyn Manson, which is one of my old favorites, because I also really like Lamb of God and Korn, and it feels like it's a good mix of both bands, so I'm listening to that again. And now I'm going to just show you my recent weekly spreads. So since the beginning of the year, since I've started using a traveler's notebook, I have been doing different weekly spreads for the different weeks that I've been having. This was one example, and this is a good weekly spread, kind of like a to-do list more than a weekly spread. If you are really busy but you still want to do things and separate them between the weekdays and the weekend, I really like this layout. And then I just changed it a little bit to a weekly spread and a task list. It worked for a little bit, but sometimes I don't really need to see my events because I have my calendar on Google Calendar. So this sometimes is pointless, and it felt like I was wasting pages doing this. I did this for a couple of weeks, but I quickly changed it. And if I want to track specific habits or things that I was doing, I would just do a habit tracker here at the bottom. Then I started doing like the rolling weekly spread, that's what I call it, which is just the days that I write the day of the week and the things that I have to do, and at the end of the day I just write the next day and the tasks that I have to do. It worked for a little bit, but it kind of depends on the week that I'm having. I'm really loose with my weekly spreads. I don't do the 4 weekly spreads for the whole month. I just like to plan it every Sunday to see what my week is going to look like and what I want my bullet journal to be for me to be more productive. So I did this, and I added a don't forget section here, and then another similar to that but more on the loose side because I was sick this week. And then I tried something different. I tried an ongoing task list, which I just put the tasks that I have to do, and in gray it's like the days where I want them to be done. It kind of worked for a little bit. It was a bit confusing, but instead of having the days of the week and then the tasks there, you would have the tasks and then select the day to do them. It worked. This is something that I can definitely do this next week, but we'll see. But it worked, and I never tried this before, but it was really fun to just have a task and then match with the day of the week. And then this is my current weekly spread, and I decided to kind of divide it into 4 sections. So here I have the week events, and all of the days of the week are here, but it's kind of like a ongoing weekly spread, so it's not just one week. And then I have the tasks that I'm doing, and I think I would migrate to a new page once this is done, because there's another thing. I don't like to waste paper on tasks. So when I did this one, it felt like I wasted a lot of paper. And with this one, I just have the different sections and I just do the tasks here. So I'm not wasting paper because I don't need a specific page for a week, if that makes sense. So I have here my ongoing tasks, the events that are going on, my priorities, which are like the most important tasks, and other things that I would like to get done soon. They are just here so I don't forget. So this is working, but to be honest, I'm not going to do this for my next week. I'll probably do a ongoing weekly spread. So this is why I love bullet journaling, because it's really versatile and I can do whatever I want with my pages. So now let's start planning for April. Right here. I'm going to grab some supplies and we're going to start planning. So I decided to use a light brown color palette for April. I know it's not that like spring-ish, but I don't really want to use green. And I've been using a lot of neutral tones in my bullet journal, and I always carry this for pens in my pencil case. So if I use one of these colors, it's going to be better for me. So I'm actually going to use this one. I'm going to use 4 of them, so I'm just going to put them here. And I'm also going to use some washi tapes from the Light Academia collection for notebook therapy. So I think it's this one. I have them all in here, so I don't remember which ones are from the collection, but I'm going to include this one. Maybe. This one is from the collection as well. It has little stamps in pet washi tape. This one is from the washi tape shop, but I think it matches with the aesthetic of the browns, and it's a bit darker, so I'm going to include that as well. I have this one that has little stickers, so I'm going to include this as well. I don't know what stickers are in these. Okay, these are the stickers. So they are really pretty, so I'm going to use this one as well. And this one too, which is pet, and it's kind of like a banner with lots of images. Let me just show you. Kind of like this, really pretty. I'm going to use this one as well. And I think that's it. There are some washi tapes missing, like this one. This one is also from the collection, but I don't really like this one because this is just like images in a washi tape. My camera is not focusing, sorry. I like this one for pen paletters, but not for my bullet journal. I don't think it matches, so... And this one is also from the Light Academia collection. It has little like phrases and coffee marks. I'm going to include it here just in case. And that's what I'm going to use. I don't think I'm going to use any extra stickers, although I can see here where I have on my deco stickers collection, but I'm just not feeling like using stickers at the moment. And I don't think I have these ones, but I don't like those for my bullet journal. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use any stickers. I think washi tapes, pens, and that sticker washi tape is enough. I'm also going to use the typewriter alphabet stamps from Notebook Therapy. I really like those because these are like really minimal in typewriter style, and it matches with the whole aesthetic of my bullet journal, so I love using those. And to press on the stamps, I use this archival ink pad, and this is actually from Amazon. I use this one for all of my stamping just because it's better. It's like true black and it doesn't smudge right away, so really like this one. Okay, so I roughly planned everything for April, like the sketches, because I'm going to do similar to March, but I didn't want to waste your time with the sketches, so I'm just going to jump straight into pen to do everything. I'm going to have my focus page on the cover page for reminders and my to-do list for the month on the side. So since I'm planning this theme and it's basically a copy of March, I kind of wanted to mention my style of bullet journaling and what I am doing right now with my bullet journal. I have been busy, so it's really good to have a tool that I can use that doesn't take me a lot of time and that still brings me joy when I create pages. I used to make really complicated themes in my bullet journal when I first started because I thought that that was what I wanted to do for my bullet journal style, and I would spend hours on my themes, like whole mornings and afternoons, filming and editing and creating pages that were really complicated in a sense, but that what I thought that people would like to watch on my channel. Right now, my type of style is not like that. It's really minimal, really simple to set up. So I'm really happy with how I'm doing things right now, even though sometimes I overthink how I do my bullet journal because it's reflected on my views, and I don't look at numbers anymore since my burnout. I try not to look at them. I just try to do whatever I want to do and not really care about if people are particularly liking what I'm doing. And that has been really great for me because my themes are very minimal, are my style, and I'm much happier with what I'm doing on YouTube. I'm going to choose a quote. I don't know if I like this background, but I think it works, so that's what I'm gonna do. I printed these quote stickers, and I'm probably going to include how I do them in my next vlog, so make sure to watch it, because these are the quote stickers that I use for bullet journal and pen paling, and it's cheaper than buying quote stickers online from shops. I make my own, they work. I have these in white and I use them in black as well. And I'm going to use, I like that quote. But I also want an inspirational one for my fitness trackers and stuff. So I'm gonna use, I think I'm going to use this one, Progress Over Perfection. Or maybe this one. I think this one matches better with my essence for now. So continue with the conversation about my bullet journal style. I feel like a lot of people are not really interested in my themes. That's like what I feel, even though I don't let myself think about that much, because I'm doing what I like, how I like it, and I have been so much happier since I changed my way of operation on my bullet journal. I used to create very complicated themes, like I mentioned, and since I changed that mindset from content creator mindset to personal and like my own thoughts and opinions on my themes and like what I really want to do, I have been much happier. And bullet journaling and creating content, it's something that really stresses me out when I don't see results, which was the case for a long time. That's why I hit my burnout. That's why I was burned out, because I was working so much for Instagram and YouTube and I wasn't seeing any results. And that was really frustrating to me at times, because I was wasting my sanity and my time on things that clearly weren't working. And now I don't post that much on social media. If I fail uploads, it's not a huge deal. I film the videos like I want them to. I make the themes that I want to. My boyfriend actually helps me editing my videos, which helps because I'm studying. And it's good to just have someone helping me with the videos, so I don't spend a long time editing them and I can just do the final details and it's done. It helps me a lot. He's amazing. But this also helps because my way of doing themes is better than it was before. And sometimes I feel like a lot of people are stuck in that loophole, like I was, of making like very creative themes and not really what they actually need. And I just want to say that it's a huge change and it's very scary, but it works in the end. It really works when you just do the things that you want to do for yourself and not for social media and things like that. I changed that about my whole content creation thing and it has been amazing. I'm gonna place the quote here. It's not going to be dead centered, but I'll try my best. Okay, I think it's fine. And here I'm just going to have my reminders. So I'm gonna use a, let me see the palette. I think I'm gonna use this one for the rectangles. So I can write in black and put this washi tape on top as like actual tape. And I'm going to do it kind of messy. So I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 lines on each side. So it's like thick. And messy. Okay, and then in the end I'm going to erase the pencil marks. And I'm going to put this washi tape on top. Okay, so I finished both pages in terms of layouts. I added the washi tapes here, so it feels like they are holding the reminder that I'm going to do for the month. Basically, I'm just going to put here things that I want to do more of. Not specifically habits, but for example, journaling and meditation, Pilates maybe. I can put it in here to just like remind myself of doing those. Not specifically to write or to track when I do them. I added the little banner here, this washi tape. It's really pretty on its own, and I feel like it matches the whole thing, so that's what I did. And I did my to-do list for the month. And instead of doing the outline in black, which is what I normally do, I added with the fine tip of the pen around it, so it kind of matches. And in my hand here, I have some flower stickers from this washi tape. It has like these little flowers on the tape. These are not stickers, so I just cut them and I'm going to put them around on the page wherever it kind of feels like is missing something. I don't want to add a lot of them because then I will have to cut more and to take them out of the paper, so I think I'm just going to put like around here because I still want to add stickers from that washi tape onto my pages. This is going to be a bit hard to do because my nails are longer, but we'll do it. So I think I'm just going to add like around the titles maybe. Like this. I think it kind of works. I don't want to add too much stuff to my pages because that's another thing that I used to do. I used to stuff all of my pages with stickers and washi tape, and now I just feel like less is more. So I just add a little of pizzazz on my pages, but not too much, so I can keep them interesting and minimal at the same time. I think it looks great. Now I just want to add some stickers to the page. I don't know if I want to add this one because this one is kind of big. But at the same time, I feel like it needs to be somewhere. I don't know if it makes sense here, but we'll see. I also want to add this mirror. At this point, I'm just having fun with the stickers. not really thinking about where I'm putting them. I feel like something is missing there. At this bookshelf thing. Yeah. So I'm just going to leave them like this. I really like the reminders section, and I really like my to-do list page because it's really wide. I have lots of lines for all the things that I have to do throughout the month, and it's still a minimal page, so this is awesome. And now let's move on to my tracker and fitness page. So for my tracker and fitness, I'm going to do the same thing as March, just because it's working pretty well. I'm just reducing the habits that I'm tracking for April, because I have some habits on my Notion page, which are just like for me to track if I do certain things that are not like super important. For example, I track when I take naps, and when I meditate, and when I use my stand-up desk. Those are not like real habits that I want to track and do more or do every day. They are not that important, but I still track them, and that's what I keep on Notion. But in my bullet journal, I like to keep the most important habits, or the ones that I want to do more of. Oh my god. I didn't stamp half of it. Let me fix it. I hope I can fix it. I hate when I don't stamp them correctly. It's so hard to fix the stamps. Okay, could be worse. But in my bullet journal, I just like to have the habits that I'm trying to do more of, or that I want to focus more of this month, or the ones that I just feel like I should track seriously. So for example, for March, I had there, and I think I had that tracker, that habit, since January, which was outside. And that means that I was tracking how many days, like in overall in the month, I would go outside and do something outside, or went out with my friends and my boyfriend, and I would go for walks, stuff like that outside. That is not that important to me anymore, because I'm going out a lot just to go to the gym or to just take a walk around my house. So I don't really need to have a tracker to see how much I'm going out. So I just took it out of my tracker, and I had there a tracker for working out. But if I have my fitness tracker on the side, I don't actually need to track when I work out, because I can see it in the page on the right. Didn't make really sense to me, so I took it out for this month. And I'm actually thinking about adding something on my fitness tracker so I can clearly see what days I worked out. I'm gonna do the little bar on the fitness, because then I'm going to write the numbers on top and I don't want it to smudge it. Oh my god, it's so crooked. We'll fix it, we'll fix it. Okay. So then this is going to dry. I'm going to write the trackers on the side. Actually, don't know if I should. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing as March. Yeah, I think so. So first of all, I'm tracking my water intake, and I'm thinking about doing it with different colors so I can see how much water I drink every day. I don't know if that's going to be like super useful in the end, but I kind of want to try to track that. Because there are some days that I drink more water than others, but for me it's just to track if I drink water that day. It's not that important how much I drink, but maybe I'm going to start tracking that as well. Then I'm going to track on the days that I study, because I work 5 days a week. Some days I cannot study because I'm tired or I'm going to the gym. It's not really an excuse, but I like to track when I'm studying. I can see it on the calendar, but here it's easy to see what days I study. So that's why I have a tracker for that, and to also make me accountable for the days that I study. Then I have a tracker for reading, because I am reading 12 Rules for Life that my boyfriend recommended. That book has been on my reading list for so long, but I'm just reading it this year. And I just don't find the time to read sometimes. Let me just finish this word before I messed up. Okay. And I want to track like when I read, because that's not a habit. I don't do it every day. And I feel like it's something so easy to include in your routine, but for some reason I can't read every day. So I would like to have a tracker for that, and so I have one. I try to read either on my breaks from work or before going to bed. But when my boyfriend is at work in another country, we do FaceTime at night, so I can't really read before bed. So I normally read before he calls me or on my breaks. At the same time, it's something that I don't do every day, but I feel like it's something that I should try my best to do. Every day, because reading only takes like half an hour per day or something like that. It's not like a huge chunk of time, but for some reason I just don't find the time. Also because I'm not truly invested in the book yet. It's just the beginning that I'm reading. It's just not that interesting to me, but I don't want to quit on it because it's a really good book from what I've heard. So I'm trying to read as much as I can and not lose interest. It's kind of hard. So yeah, because when the pandemic hit, I stopped reading completely. I was just watching anime instead of reading, and now I'm trying to get back at it, but it's so hard. Like sometimes I don't want to read. So that's why I have a tracker for that. And for example, I like to do journaling and I want to do more journaling, but it's not a habit that I want to do every day. I just do journaling when I really need to journal. It's not a habit for me. It's just something that I do when I need to. And so I don't have it in my bullet journal, but I have it on Notion so I can track when I journal for the last time. And I feel like that Notion page, it works for not so important habits that I still want to track. And my last tracker here is to track when I have a good and calm day, because sometimes I'm really stressed out and it's because I don't know how to relax. Like that's one of my problems. I normally don't relax, and so I get really tired and really stressed out because I didn't had a productive day, or I didn't have time to do everything that I wanted to do, and I didn't rest throughout the day. And when I try to do things, I'm just really stressed out and tired. It's probably because I don't relax. And so some days I'm more stressed than others and nervous and anxious. And in my yearly tracker in my collections, I cannot track my mood, like specifically. And I also don't want to have an anxiety or stress tracker or whatever. So instead, I'm just going to track when I have a good and calm day. And on the days that weren't a good day, I'm going to not paint the day with the color for the tracker because it wasn't a good and calm day, but I will journal about it. That's kind of my method to journal more. So I know that if one day was not calm or it wasn't a good day, I will have an entry in my journal about that day. I'm actually trying this for the first time because I don't have mood trackers anymore. They are not useful to me, but I want to see if this tracker helps me to journal more often and to reflect on life, because I sometimes stress about my day that wasn't productive, but looking from another perspective, it was a good day. I am just stressing out because the thing that I wanted to do did not get done like I wanted to. So those are my trackers for April. So I think I'm gonna take this sticker out because it's too big and I can put it on this page somewhere. But I'm going to use this small book one here. Yeah, fits much better, so I use that one. And for here, I don't know what I'm going to put. But I think I'm going to use this tape right here, a little bit bigger than the sticker, to kind of match with the other brown on the previous page. Let's see if this works. Okay, not my favorite, but I feel like it works. I wanted to create something right here, but I don't know what, because I don't want to take the last line. So I think I'm gonna just add stickers along the side. Like the ones that are slimmer, maybe. This. I just cut 4 little flowers from the washi tape. I'm gonna put them near the titles. That's done. My brain is telling me to add flowers here and here, and I think I'm gonna do that. It looks much better. I don't regret adding these 2 flowers here. These are my pages for April. I'm not doing the entertainment and memories page here. only because sometimes I don't know how I'm going to use these pages, so I prefer not to make them, and then when the month starts, I decide what I'm going to do. Because if I'm not going to watch anything, or I no longer want to track what I'm listening to, I don't need to have the page here. So I kind of decide on that when the month starts. So these are my pages for April. I have my reminders page, my to-do list for the month, pretty simple, and then my tracker for the month and my fitness log. The way I do my fitness log, I don't think I mentioned that, is I just write the workouts that I did, and if it was a rest day, how my body felt, so I can have a log of my workouts, and that's exactly what I'm going to do here on this page. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was enough time and it was fun enough for you to journal with me. I really missed making these videos and I'm really happy with the result. I don't think I made a brown theme in a while that looked this minimal and fun. I really like how it turned out. So if you were able to journal with me, leave a book or a journal emoji in the comments. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!